Hello, thank you for watching the Political Port. For several years now, when I was on Facebook and now here on YouTube, I've been trying to warn you parents about the pedophile agenda, and yes, there is a pedophile agenda, that is invading your children's schools. It hasn't gotten better, folks. In fact, it seems to have fallen on deaf ears. And now I'm getting a little bit pissed off with you parents out there because you're refusing to stand up for your most precious commodity, which is your children. What the fuck is wrong with you? You refuse. I mean, you have no problem sending your child to a school every day, but you absolutely refuse to go in and find out what their curriculum is. That boggles my mind. I don't get you. What is wrong with you? You have not the slightest idea what your children are being taught. Well, let me tell you what they're being taught. Now, mind you, I've posted other things in the past, like school children in Maine being forced to kiss other children of the same sex. For some reason that was offensive and that video was taken down, but you can go Google that yourself and find out that happened at a school. You can find out many instances of pedophilia that is occurring in these schools, and yet you refuse to, you put your blinders on. You refuse to even give a shit about it, and you make me sick. But luckily in this particular school, there was a child who was uncomfortable, and there was a child who talked to her parent. And that is a good thing. Okay, so I'm going to post this article for you in the description box, and I'm also going to post videos I've done previously so you can see what's going on, in case you've had your head buried in the sand for, the whole time your children have been in school. Or before you even think about putting your young children in school, in case your children are too young at this point. This makes me ill. A father of a 13-year-old was upset because a poster that listed sex acts. Was shocked to hear the poster as part of the school's health and science curriculum. Now, wait till you hear what they consider health and science. The school was the Shawnee Mission School District, and it's the Hawker Grove Middle School. It said, let's see, the poster entitled, "How do people express their sexual feelings?" Then it lists sex acts such as oral sex, sexual fantasy, caressing, anal sex, dancing, hugging, touching each other's genitals, kissing, grinding, and masturbation. Wow. Wow. And then when the father confronted the principal said it was teaching material. Why are they being taught about cross-dressing and anal sex and oral sex and anything like that? If you're discussing the science, you might discuss their anatomy, but why are you going to go as far as discuss oral sex with them? Because, folks, there is a pedophile agenda, and you obviously haven't been researching it because you're allowing it in your children's schools. And for anybody to think that this is an appropriate matter for 13-year-old children to be discussing, I question your mentality. I wonder about you and highly suspect that you yourself may be a pedophile. Children don't need to be knowing about sexual acts. They are children. They don't need to know about adult things. What's sick is that this was district approved curriculum. Now, if you think that this is the only school this is happening in, you better think again, folks. Like I said, you need to go research your children's curriculum and find out what they're learning. I will tell you that, let's see, there is now a condom delivery service for children. I told you about the homosexuality being forced on children by having them forced to kiss members of the same sex. Now, they shouldn't even be kissing at all in school. I don't care if it's heterosexual, homosexual, whatever. They should not be kissing in school, and they especially should not be forced to kiss. I will also post a link below for you to check out teachers twerking in classrooms. Yes, folks, pedophiles have invaded your school districts, okay? You need to frickin' wake the hell up. I mean, it's like unbelievable to me that you don't even know the things that are going on in your children's classrooms. I mean, it's just sick. It's actually so sick. You know, there's bestiality even being forced in your children's faces, and you put your blinders on to it. You know, these abnormal behaviors are now being pushed as normal, and parents don't even have a clue. I mean, what does a child need to know about anal sex for? That just is insane to me. And there's people out there that are watching this video right now that think it's perfectly acceptable. I mean, we're having things in classrooms right now where children are being raped in class and the teachers just turn their backs to it. Why? Because there is a pedophile agenda. And when you leave here today after this video, you need to go out and research what the pedophile agenda is and how it's implemented. And there's going to be people out there, because it happens every single video. There's no pedophile agenda. Wrong. You are so wrong on that. I can't even tell you how wrong you are on that. There is a major fight for your children. They want your kids. And sadly, they're getting them. They are getting them. Because parents have become quite complacent and too trusting. They don't even know that their children is being taught how to put a condom on. They don't even know that their children is being taught how to perform oral sex. That's disgusting, folks. They're children. They should be playing kickball. They should be playing, hopscotch and all that shit. And you haven't a clue that this is being taught to your children. You think when you signed off that they're allowed to have a sex ed class, that they're just learning about anatomy. My daughter is going to learn that she has a uterus and ovaries and vagina and, all that. And my son will be learning that he has a penis and testicles, No, folks, it goes way above and beyond that. And if you've looked at some of the material that Planned Parenthood has been handing out, that's quite questionable in itself as well. Sadomasochism, anyone? There is a major war for your children and their bodies. And, you can go into my videos in the War Against Your Children playlist and see what is going on. Stop hiding. Stop being complacent. Stop being lazy. Fight for your children. You're sending your kids to school every day and you don't even know the person who's in their classroom all day every day. There's a video. I'm going to put a video down of a teacher's twerking. You want your children seeing that? You want your child's teacher twerking in front of your child? Do you even know what twerking is? I didn't know what twerking was, okay? That tells you how old I am. I didn't even know what twerking was. I had to go look it up, and then I was like, oh, hell no. Hell no. Teachers are twerking in class? What the hell is that? Parents, parents, you brought this child into this world. You brought your children into this world. You need to protect them at all costs. And every day you're sending them into the lion's den. Every day. Every day you don't look at their curriculum. Every day you send them to those schools, you are sending them into the lion's den. They are learning things that are not age appropriate in any way, shape, or form. And you haven't the slightest clue about it. It's time for you to wake up. It's time for you to take the schools back. There's going to be people out there, they always say this. Why don't you just homeschool your kids? Homeschool your kids. Well, again, not everybody can, okay? It's not feasible for everybody. But you can take the schools back. And especially if your schools have subpar test scores, parent trigger laws, you need to look them up. But stop this laziness. Stop this complacency that everything is hunky-dory in the schools. Stop it. Unless you've actually walked into that school and said, I want the books, I want to look at the curriculum, you haven't done anything. You are completely clueless. You are in the dark completely about what is being taught to your children. Children need to be learning reading, writing, math. Okay? That's the core of what they need to be knowing. They don't need to know how to fuck somebody in the ass. They don't need to know how to suck somebody's dick. Okay? But your little children are being taught this. And what's sad is they're being trained that this is normal. And that, folks, is part of the pedophile agenda. Alright, folks. Go forth and research. Don't take my word for it. Go research. Please share this video, especially with parents. Follow me on Twitter at Politicalport. And don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching and have a good day.